What's your opinion of diets like the cabbage leaf diet, God, what's these other ones? Basically, you've got all these various forms of diet plans that you can follow, mainly aimed at women. What's your opinion of these?
Well, there's a pretty broad church there. There's a lot of diets out there, obviously. You know, everyone's looking for the best new diet book out there. I would say a lot of them have got some generically good advice, and a lot of them have got a lot of very bad advice. I would certainly say that any diet that insists on you cutting out any major food groups completely or eating just one thing, like the cabbage soup diet. And I think there was a ridiculous one out there which involved hot water, a drop of maple syrup and a squeeze of lemon juice. And that was all you ate for a week. Of course you're going to lose weight. You're not eating anything. It was ridiculous. So any of those, I would say, treat them with the massive pinch of salt, lime and lemon juice that they deserve. The other ones, I would ask yourself, who are these diets good for? And normally they're good for the person that's written the book. Do some research. And pretty much what you've got to look at is you don't want a diet. What you want is to find a way of eating that suits your lifestyle, suits who you are as a person and your body type, and is something you can live with for the rest of your life. So you don't want anything that's overly restrictive. Anything that starts making you count and measure and count and cut and chop and look at. It's just too much work because none of us are going to do that. We're all too busy. We're not going to count points and pick red meals and green meals and a lot of this pseudo-science. It's just not the way we're going to live our lives. Any diet that asks you to buy processed foods made up by the author of the book is probably not a good way to go either, because again you can just see that they just want to make money off you and for themselves. I would say do a lot of research, do some reading around, but honestly I would say that the best diets are not the diets where you follow a book for 3 weeks and they make these spurious claims and you can't wait for the day that you stop following this diet in order to go back to your life. That's never going to work for you. It really isn't. It's going to bring you to a yo-yo diet mentality. It's the sort of thing we've all done. We've all done it. We've all followed some diet. The weight came off. It was great for a little while. We put the book down. We went back to our lives. And slowly the weight crept back on again. And what's even worse is every time you do that yo-yo dieting thing, actually the amount of body fat you've got, your body composition changes. And it doesn't change for the better. Because although we can weigh the same, obviously some of what we weigh is muscle. Some of what we weigh is fat. Now, every time we do this yo-yo dieting, we lose weight, then gain the weight back on. We lose, quite often, a little bit of muscle when we lose weight following these diets. Then we gain it back as fat. And these things just keep getting worse and worse and worse. So I would say that really any diet book, anything that sort of says follow this for 2 weeks and lose a stone, don't believe them. It might help you lose a stone in the short term, but it does nothing to educate you, it does nothing for your health, and it does nothing for a lifestyle that you can keep going on.